There are a few moments in life where you realize, oh, this is it. This is one of those things I'll remember forever. For me, one of those moments was about a boot. A single, stupid boot that got stuck in a tree. It was the second day of basic training at Fort Benning, Georgia. And if you've never been through that, let me paint you a picture. Imagine being dropped into the middle of a hurricane, and everyone in the storm has rank and a reason to yell at you. They ran this equipment shakedown outside the barracks. There's gear everywhere. Drill sergeants tearing through your stuff like you've just stolen it from their grandmother. I was 18 years old, had just finished high school. It was loud, fast, overwhelming. It was all I could do to keep my composure. Well, this shakedown finally ended. I hauled my gear back up to my bay just as fast as I could and started putting my gear into my wall locker in exactly the way I was instructed to. And that's when I noticed it. My boot. It was gone. Now, I definitely had the one pair of boots on my feet. But that second pair I'd been issued, the one I had been told to paint a white dot on for identification purposes, was definitely missing one of its members. I didn't tell anyone. I was too afraid. Afraid of being singled out, afraid of being punished, afraid of what it might say about me. So I just sat with it. That night, I didn't sleep. I lay there in my bunk, staring at the ceiling, running through every possible outcome, none of which were good. You don't show up to your first inspection missing a boot. You just don't. When morning finally came, I got up before the lights came on. Everyone else was still asleep. I went over to the window, just needing to look at something other than what was going on inside my own head. And that's when I saw it. I was on the 3rd floor of the barracks, and there it was, right in front of me, my boot, hanging off a branch of a tree like it had been grafted in there. I just stood there. I couldn't believe it. To this day, I have no idea how it got there. Maybe someone tossed it the day before. Maybe it flew out of a duffel bag and landed just right. Maybe it was a sign from above that I had not made a mistake in joining the army. But there it was, like it was laughing at me. Now I had a choice. Go out there and get it. Risk being seen outside without orders, which was a guaranteed screaming session and push-ups until my ancestors ached. Or show up to inspection with one boot and explain that it had taken up residence in a tree. Neither option was good, but one of them ended with me wearing both boots. So I made up my mind. I walked downstairs, calm as I could fake it, out the front door like I was on a personal directive from the president. My heart was pounding, ears straining for the sound of a drill sergeant catching me in the act. I grabbed a stick, threw it once, missed, threw it again, hit the branch. The boot shook. Third throw. Bam! It dropped to the grass. I scooped it up like it was a fallen comrade and walked back inside, nodding to no one. Didn't say a word. Just climbed the stairs, put the boot in the locker, and waited for inspection. That morning, I stood at attention with 2 boots, laced and polished. Not a soul said anything. I guess I'll never know exactly how that boot got in that tree, or what prodded me to look in that exact spot in that moment. But something shifted in me that day, not big, not loud, but real. That was the moment I stopped waiting for someone to tell me what to do. I acted, took the risk. I got that damn boot, and I walked away a little different than I was the day before. I've never told a soul this story until now. Looking back, I see I found more than a lost boot that day. I found a bit of myself, a sense that I could handle myself when it counted. Just laced up and carried on. Well, you should be running off to bed now. Remember, Grandpa loves you.